you tell us about Weekend?
It's tricky, I think. I mean, for me, it's, I suppose, primarily a love story just between two men, but more than that, for me, it was a character study of just two very different people, and these two characters trying to work out what they want from the world and what they want from relationships and what they want from their lives. And it's set over a weekend that starts and they meet on a Friday, and it's what happens over those 2 days.
And we can also say that one of them is quite open in his sexuality, and the other one is a lot more sort of kept and
yeah, I think it's probably more than just his sexuality. I think one of them is more open about everything in his life, more kind of committed to what he wants, while the other person is just not entirely sure what he wants yet.
Now, one of the first things that really struck me with this film is the almost extreme naturalism of the dialogue. It's extremely natural. How did you work it out? Was it just plain luck with really good actors, or did you work in a sort of semi-written and semi-improvisational way? Or
yeah, I think it's a kind of bit of everything. I wrote a script, and when I was writing the script, I made sure that it sounded as real as possible in terms of just real speech and real patterns of speech. And I spent most of the time in my bedroom walking around, saying it out loud, trying to work out how it should sound. And then when we cast the film, we started having rehearsals, and again we went through the script, kind of working out what was working, what wasn't working. And then when we were shooting, it was always that we would go from the script, but they were allowed to improvise if they felt necessary. And I think they probably improvised less than they thought they were going to, or I thought they were going to, but it always just kind of brought a freshness and a spontaneity, and also because the way I shot it with long kind of takes, they were allowed to try different things, and they could talk over each other and all those kind of things, because when you are editing more traditionally, you can't really do that because people have to leave pauses between their lines and things. It was just about trying to recreate kind of a natural flow of conversation.
One thing that's interesting that I felt when I saw the film was I was really, really waiting for some disaster to happen. And I don't know if that's sort of my impression of sort of a gay love drama, that it has to go to hell. It has to be someone getting beaten in a park or something going on like that. Was it important for you to keep it a real love story? Because, face it, this film could be, in most ways, a heterosexual love story from start to finish.
Yeah, it was just, I'm so kind of tired of seeing those films about gay characters when it does end terribly for everyone, and someone's attacked, and someone dies, or their family completely rejects them and all that kind of thing. And I think times have changed. I mean, there's obviously still prejudice and problems, but times have changed. But cinematic kind of depictions of gay relationships don't seem to have changed with the times, and so it was about just trying to do something that felt more modern and was kind of how it is for people nowadays.
It's kind of interesting too that you come from a background of editing, because you allow scenes to run for a very long time. You're definitely not pushing the button a lot.
Just lazy.
So, I've already said several times this is a beautiful film. When can we expect another one from you?
Because we first showed this about a year ago now, so we've been kind of showing it a lot, and it's been released now in the UK and in America, and it's coming out here later. So I wanted to have finished writing something else about 6 months ago, but of course you have so much to do when you make a film that I haven't. So I'm hoping to get something done, this year at least, and try and make something early next year. But it's still a little bit uncertain what that will be, I think.
We're definitely looking forward to it. Thank you for coming to the festival, and thanks for coming here tonight.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thanks.
Thanks.